Who exactly is Jim Sammons? Well, simply put, he's one of the major driving forces behind this growing sport, and there's no one better at catching big fish from small boats.
He was the big name in San Diego when I was in San Diego kayak fishing, when I was starting. He's the first guy in the newspaper, first guy you saw in the media. Everybody knows Jim, and it's tough to deny what he's done for the sport.
This guy, he's a legend in the kayak fishing world, and he catches big fish.
I think Jim Sammons is the godfather of modern day kayak fishing. And it definitely has showed everybody, what you can do and on a national scale. I mean, it's as big as you can get in kayak fishing.
I got a job right out of school, which I kept for 1 month. It's like I quickly learned that I was not meant to work indoors. So I told my wife that I was quitting and that I was going to guide through the summer because it was right at the beginning of summer. So I go, well, I'll guide through the summer, and after summer's over, I'll get a job, a real job. Well, that was about 8 years ago, and summer hasn't ended yet.
My arm is sore from catching too many fish. What a beautiful day.
Really cool fish. You got me on a finner, man.
My technique, cast it over there, bring it back here. It works every time.
Fishing was always in my blood. Never had enough money to own a boat. Used to fish off of surfboards. So we'd paddle out on our longboards and go fishing off of those. And then I saw the introduction of the sit-on-top kayaks, and I'm like, going from the surfboard to sit-on-top kayak and wanting to fish is like, boom, that's for me. And the rest is history. I mean, I've been doing it full-time since. I mean, just been my love, my passion, my addiction, whatever you want to call it.
See, what you want to do is put your spoon right over there and then wind it in. Cast over there and then wind it back here.
When I first started getting into kayak fishing, I didn't know anybody, even had a kayak. And I got into kayak fishing through kayak touring, and quickly figured out that I can tour, I can fish off of this thing. And then seeing that picture, the one picture of him getting pulled around in the clear water and the weight coming off his drifter, that just set it off. It's like, wow, you can really fish. You can not only fish for little stuff, but you can catch anything out of these.
No one is more enthusiastic and passionate about fishing than Jim and catching fish. It doesn't matter if we're catching marlin or if we're catching bass on the Ottawa River. Every time, he was the one that was yelling and screaming, and I think the best way to describe Jim, he's the big kid out on the water.
Hey, let's go!
Probably the most important person in my life that allows me to do the job that I do and live the life that I live is my wife, Aline. I wouldn't be where I am today. I wouldn't be doing what I do today without her. She's so amazing. We made a decision some years ago that we were going to try and live our life how we enjoy it rather than living our life to work.
We had a life-changing experience when we lost my brother. He was 39 when he passed away, and it changed our life. And we all look at life differently, and you need to do what you love and love what you do, and I just don't get flustered with stuff anymore. And that's really what made me not give him permission to start the business, but say, you know what, go for it. Let's try it out. You never know what's going to come tomorrow. You absolutely never know. And you got to live today for today.
She's always been incredibly supportive and just a wonderful wife, and I love her and couldn't do my job without her.
Other than that, I'd love to just go and watch him. He enjoys it so much, and no matter how many fish he catches, how many Dorado, how many, yellowtail, how many, whatever he's catching, it's like he's catching it for the first time. His face lights up, and he's just so happy. I just like being on the water and being with him.